Well, good morning, folks. Welcome back to the channel. I do thank you for watching. I thank all my subscribers. And it's only been a day or two since I wrapped up that last video and got it uploaded. And like I said, at the end of that video, we were going to pick up right where we left off on the rub rails here. And I'm still working on those. I'm still working on getting them sanded and finished out. But I need to hit the pause button here for just a moment and let me show you what's going on. I need to get down in this hatch area right here and finish installing my battery tray and get the electrical system squared away. I need to finish all that, and I need to do that so I can go ahead and install this hatch. And with the hatch removed, it's just easier for me to get down in here and do the work that I need to do down in this area right here. But like I said, I need to finish installing that tray. I need to finish installing that last tie down clip, and let me show you what I'm going to use to hold the batteries down. We're just going to use this nylon strap right here, and of course they will loop through these little tie downs. And I've already got this one installed. I just need to finish installing the last one on the other side, just attaching them to the ribs. But that's what I've got going on. Like I said, I need to get that done so I can get that hatch installed, and then we will rock on with the rub rails. Alright folks, I will see you later. Okay, that's what I was talking about right there. Needed to get the tie down strap. I need to get those little clips installed for the tie down strap, I should say. And I do plan to run 2 batteries eventually, and that will double the amperage. Voltage will stay the same when you run them in parallel, but I'm going to run 2 of these deep cycle lawn and garden batteries as opposed to one big marine battery. So alright, now it's got to finish making all the connections. I'll be back. Okay folks, we got all that squared away now. The only thing I have left to do is make a little pigtail connector for this power port that I installed in this bulkhead right here. And as for the trolling motor wiring, I did go ahead and put the plug in. Plug's right there. I'm getting a really bad reflection off the windshield of my truck right there, so that's what that glare was there for a moment. But the trolling motor connection is right there. That's the plug for the trolling motor, and the wiring is run, but zoom back out. It's not connected. I don't have a trolling motor for right now. I'll probably buy one later on and put it on, so when I get to that point, then it's already wired for it. But in the meantime, I've just got it taped off and just got it laying in that compartment right there, and it'll be ready for whenever I do decide to buy a trolling motor and mount it to the bow. Alright folks, electrical system is pretty much done. All I have to do is just connect the battery, and so yeah, it's ready to go. Alright, we're going to get back on the sanding of those rub rails. I will see you here shortly. Oh boy, slow and steady wins this race. Okay folks, those rub rails are done. I've just got them laying up here in the boat. But all I need to do now is get them coated with resin, take care of any flaws I might find, and then sand them one more time and get them painted. We'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and I did have both of the rub rails off the boat. I tacked this one back on temporarily so that I can pick up all my fastener holes, and I need to go ahead and get those drilled and located. And as you can see, I did have to come back and touch that up around some of those fastener holes with the thickened epoxy because the drill bit splintered the plywood, so I had to come back and fix that. No biggie, just more time. You can probably see that a little bit better right there if the camera will ever focus. That's probably about as good as we're going to get it. But anyway, once that sets up, we'll get that sanded out, and we'll get a coat of resin on it and get it painted. And whatever I said about this one, that applies to that one also. Alright folks, I will see you in the next segment. Okay folks, I am back, and just like that, these pieces are finished, and I just took the other one off over there. It's laying right there. Almost can't see it, but all the fastener holes are picked up. All I have to do is get them countersunk, and then once that's done, I can go ahead and coat them with resin and get them painted. But I'm going to take a little detour real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and install this hatch in this opening right here. So I'll be back when that's finished. Okay, all done with that. Alright folks, welcome back. Real brief update here. These are coated with fiberglass resin. So now all I can do is just let them dry. They are quite wet. I just finished putting that stuff on there. And once that has cured, I will check to see how well it covered, see if I got a smooth surface or if I'm going to have to come back and put on a second coat. I won't know until this coat has set up. If one coat will do, that's great. I will lightly sand that, and then we'll paint them. Alright, we'll be back. Okay folks, so we have moved to my backyard, and I set these up on my sawhorses here and got them painted this morning. The paint is dry to the touch, but it's still soft. I'm just going to let those pieces sit out here in the sun all afternoon. I've got to head off to work here in about an hour. So yeah, we'll just let them sit out here and bake in the sun, get them nice and dry, and then we'll go ahead and tack them on the boat. Alright, I'll see you then. Well, alright. All I have to do now is repeat that process for the other side. Got her tacked on all the way. That's what we've been doing all this for. Alright folks, I'll see you when the other side is done. Alright folks, just like that, I've got the other side tacked on, and all I have left to finish out the rub rails is to finish making these back pieces right here, and that's a work in progress. I'm still working on those, but yeah, so far so good. We are moving forward, we are making progress, but I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and hit the pause button and get her all cleaned up, get everything cleaned out here, and I'm going to hook it to my truck, pull it out in my driveway, because I want to see what it looks like out in the sunlight. So I will be back here in a moment when I get all that done. Well, all right. I still got a lot of sawdust on it. Just need to bring it out here and clean it up real good. And I'm probably going to go take the boat for a little spin around the neighborhood, just make sure the trailer and everything is, you know, we don't have any issues with the trailer. I would like to find those issues now, if there are any, and get them taken care of. This is the time to do it. Yeah, you can see that dust build up on that float pod right there on that outboard. So yeah, I just need to get it cleaned up. So I will be right back once we get that taken care of. Well, all right, folks, there it is. I've got it cleaned off, dusted off, and it's gonna look about as good as it's ever gonna look. It's kind of like a new car. It's only going to look new one time in its life, and you're looking at it. But anyway, folks, it's good to get it out of that garage and to step back and look at it from a distance. And let me move around a little bit. The build is about 99% complete now, 99.9, whatever. I've got to finish this little small section of the rub rail on both sides, and I also have to finish installing this hatch right here, and of course that's where my bilge pump is. And I've already got the fastener holes drilled for that. I've got the little pilot holes drilled down into the deck. I just got to apply the marine sealer and get those fasteners in there. And let me step around to the other side. I'm trying to keep the sun to my back because this time of year the sun is at that point in the sky where you get these kind of weird glares and weird reflections. Kind of get some weird shadows too. Like I said, it's just that time of year. And so once I get it completed, well, the next step is going to be to find a body of water, and we're going to see how high it rides in the water, and hopefully it will ride like I want it to. Plywood boats usually do ride a little bit high in the water, and that's what we want, because this boat is built for shallow flats down on the Gulf Coast. But that's it. We've got her all cleaned up. Gosh, folks, I just want to thank all of you for your patience. It's been a long ride, and it's taken a lot longer to build this boat than I had hoped it would. When I started this back in 2021, maybe late 2020, but I was hoping it would only take about a year or less. But of course I had a major illness along the way. I spent time in the hospital, spent time recovering from that. You know, there was some family stuff that kept popping up from time to time there, and of course I had to shut everything down here and go deal with that. You know, family comes first. I've always said that. And anyway, we had to just kind of work through all the stuff that life throws at you, but we're almost there. Like I said, we're probably about 99.9% done with this build. And again, I just want to thank all of you for coming along for the ride. And you know, where this channel goes from here, you know, we'll just see. You know, we'll see. I do plan on building a kayak, and so I'll be recording that. I'm not going to start that probably until sometime after the first of the year, though. I'm in no hurry to get that done. But folks, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up right there. I do thank all of you for watching. I thank all my subscribers. I thank you for your patience, especially these last couple of months, as it's been a little bit harder to find time to work on this. Like I said, just had other stuff going on, had other projects here at the house that needed my attention. But in the next video, we're going to go ahead and crank up that outboard and make sure we have no issues there. And if we don't, like I said, it's off to a body of water somewhere. So again, I thank you all for watching. I just can't say thank you enough to all my subscribers, for being patient with me on this journey, because I know it's taken a lot longer than I wanted it to. But with all that said, God bless each and every one of you. And as I always say, in all things, to Christ be the glory. And I will see you in the next video.